Some time ago, some nasty, horrible person keyed my car in a car park. I've also had damage caused to my car with people opening doors. And although I live in a place where crime rate is quite low, well, you never know who's looking at your car and who is going to damage it, or even worse, break into it. My car is getting on a bit now, so it hasn't got all the fandangled cameras and things like that. I was talking about this in a recent video, and BOTSLAB picked up on it, contacted me and said, would you like to try our in-car camera that not only films the front, it films the rear, and it films the sides as well. It senses people from 5 meters away, and if anything does happen to your car, well, you'll know exactly who and when it was. There are so many features that I'm going to cover in this video, but first of all, I'm going to get this bad boy open and see how easy it is to install. Let's go. You're probably thinking, Mr. Travel On, what has this got to do with travel? Well, I thought car hire as well. It could be a useful thing for those of you coming on holiday and hiring a car. Nothing worse than getting a ticket when you get back home that you don't know what happened, or being on holiday, leaving things and luggage. You're a target for criminals. So if anything goes missing, passports, wallets, I know you shouldn't be leaving them in the car, but sometimes you do forget. And if you've got the footage of any break-ins or anything like that, well, it'll just help the police, who may be able to get your stuff back, which will obviously alleviate a lot of stress while you're on holiday, won't it? So let's get this open. I do love a new gadget, especially in a box. Look at that. So this is what it looks like, and inside the box we've got some envelopes. So let's have a little look inside here. In here you've got a quick guide. You can actually scan that on your mobile phone. This actually comes with an app as well, so it all links to an app, which means not only will you be able to see what's going on when you're not with your car, but you'll also be able to get that footage, play with all the different settings. There is so much to do. I'm not going to go full on tech in this video. I'm just going to give you the pros and cons. We've got some stickers, and we've got one of these which says now on recording. I don't know whether I would actually put this in the car. I know it's a deterrent, but I would rather catch these horrible, nasty criminals out, wouldn't you? It also comes with a hardware kit. We are definitely not going to be using this in this video, because this is the way that you can actually connect the camera directly to the car. I am not technical enough nor capable enough of doing that, but if you are willing to do that, well, you can connect it right up to the car. Me, I'm going to use the actual 12-volt charger, and the cables will run around the car. I've watched the video. There is a video when you download the app, and there is a video when you download the quick guide as well, that shows you everything that this does and how to install it. It comes with a 128 gig memory card. Oh, and look at that in all its glory. I do love a good gadget. Look at that. So you've got camera here, front camera here. You've got a screen at the back, which I believe you're going to be able to see. You've got this bit here, which is, I assume, going to stick to the windscreen. We shall have a look at that. There's another weird box here as well. Let's have a look. In here are the side cameras. So you've got 2 side cameras, which you can actually position in whatever way that you want to, which will see either side of the windows. So you can actually see who's parking close to you as well. I try and avoid car parks like the plague, literally because I don't want to get too close to people. I don't want people bashing my car with their door, and I certainly don't want them being horrible and keying the car, because believe it or not, there are people in the world that are that nasty. We got a second layer to this box. Okay, so this is the rear camera. So this is going to go in the back window over there, and it all cables up and it all plugs in. God. So it looks quite easy on the video explanation, so we will see. And last but not least, I would think this will be the actual charger. Is the little tool to put the cable up, which I'll show you in a bit. I'm all prepared. I've watched the video 3 times, and it's actually looking very, very easy. We shall see. Mr. Travel On, although loves his tech gear, sometimes he's not very good with the installation of certain things, especially if it involves cables. But this is, look, 12-volt normal charger with a USB, so you're not going to miss out if you've already got one of these. So you can charge the camera and you can plug your phone in at the same time, which is handy for me because I use that. So this is what you get in the box: the hardware kit, the camera, the 2 side cameras, and the charger as well. Right, let's get to installation, shall we? So I think first things first is to get this connected to the app, get it connected to the phone so I can see what's going on. I can have a look at the instructions, I can do that. I am a man, so I tend not to listen or read instructions. But on this occasion, I think I might just give it a go. Another thing about this as a content creator is a lot of people like to watch driving around videos. I have got some action cams and little mounts that I can put up, but the front camera on this has a 3K camera. So I think I'm going to be able to bring you some fantastic footage of driving around. And again, if you're coming on holiday or you're traveling and you're going around and hiring a car, well, you could record all of your holiday drives without having to fiddle around and getting different cameras out. It's just a thought, isn't it? Right, let's have a little look at the app. I think you just search BOTSLAB. Just have to confirm email and stuff like that and put passwords in. That's one thing about technology. Passwords drives me to insanity. I'm going to put the little card in that it comes with 128 gig. That's quite a lot, to be honest, but you can upgrade all the way up to a 512 if you like. You can actually buy the cards when you order online. If you want to order, by the way, I'll put the link below. It's travelonshop.com and it will link you either to the BOTSLAB direct page or to Amazon, one of the two. For complete transparency, if you do purchase via travelonshop.com, I will receive a little bit of commission. That is how you can support this channel. I don't ask you to subscribe and pay for subscriptions. I don't ask you to send me gifts. I don't ask you to buy me a coffee. All I ask is if you like what you see and you want to buy it, go through one of my links. And of course, as Mr. Travel On, dealing with travel, if you're doing trips, tours and excursions when you're on holiday, or hiring a car or an airport transfer, well, you can book that on our site as well. That is how you support this channel. But let's crack on. So I'm going to plug this in to the 12 volt. We need to turn the car on and get some air conditioning. And at the side of the bit that sticks onto the window is where you plug in, I believe. It says add device, so I'm assuming this needs to be added first and switched on. I like it when it talks to you. It's like Alexa, isn't it? Full menu there at the back. Select English, GPS synchronized time. So it's got a GPS as well. So it records all of your travels where you're going, which is, again, if you're traveling around or you're just at home, it will tell you where you've been and speed unit, miles per hour or kilometers per hour. Well, I'm in Spain, so I'm on kilometers per hour.
Memory card is being formatted.
There you go. She knows. So the memory card is now being formatted, and I tell you what, that front camera is superb quality. Can you see me there? Look at that. Right, so let's add the device, shall we? The following permissions: camera permission, yes, okay. Right, it says device QR code or barcode. So I'm looking on here to see if there's a QR code or barcode. It looks like there is a barcode right there, look. So it scans it automatically. There you go, all scanned. Very clever, isn't it? Technology today. Turn on the dash cam, keep it powered on. It's just given me the time on here, which is actually wrong, but I think I might have set the wrong time zone. Enable phone Bluetooth. Yep, so you've got to have your Bluetooth on. Enable phone's location service.
Bluetooth device connected.
There you go. Just got to download the update now, as always. While it does that, I shall try and change the time to my time zone. Okay, so it asked me to confirm that. It's downloaded the latest update, and because it's connected to the phone, it is updating this as well. So that is all updated, and on the actual phone itself, well, you can watch all the clips, you can download anything. You've got your parking monitor, you've got emergency video. So when the recorder detects a vehicle collision, it will automatically start recording an emergency video. That's good. So if you do have like an accident, there you go, she's right on it. If you do have an accident, it will automatically detect an accident and start recording straight away, which is fantastic, isn't it, for your insurance and stuff like that. So the parking monitor detects vibrations and automatically starts recording when a vehicle is parked too close to you. Again, meaning that if somebody damages your car and drives off, which happens all the time, well, then you can go straight to the police and with the evidence and say, this is the car, this is the registration, this is what happened, and your insurance company as well, and then they can claim against said person, can't they? That to me is a game changer. There you go. Keeps disturbing my video, this one, doesn't it? But anyway, as I said, I'm not going to go full on tech of what this does. It basically keeps you, your belongings, your car safe. It monitors what's going on. It can record your driving. It can be used at home or on your travels, which is why I thought it'd be a great thing to put on travelonshop.com. And whether you're claiming on your insurance at home or your car hire insurance, or anything happens on holiday or at home, you've got the evidence, you've got everything you need. It all goes towards helping, doesn't it? So let's get this bad boy put on the window and let's see how easy it is to get the back camera on as well. I'm not looking forward to this because I think it's going to be a lot of cabling and I'm not very good with that. I've got no patience. Okay, so we may as well put the side cameras on, which just slot in here. And they're magnetic as well. So that's it in all its glory, look, and you can move those around. 3K at the front camera and 180 on either of the side cameras. But again, you can alter that to your liking. So if you can actually see that now, we've got one big camera and two small cameras either side, and then we'll have a back camera as well. I've given the window a little bit of a clean. I'll tell you what, it needed it. And come closer, because we're going to try and get this stuck on. Looks relatively simple, if I'm honest with you. So in here comes all of this. This is an ESD sticker. It says use a dry paper tissue or dry cloth to wipe the front of the windscreen. Tear off the film of the ESD sticker and put it on top of the windshield and paste the dash cam on the dotted frame. I assume it means it's easy to get off as well. So this is my mount that I have for my GoPros and my action cameras. I think I'm going to go full on BOTSLAB for my content, because with these two cameras at the front, I can do both front and back, can't I? You'll only get 180 on there, but you'll get 3K at the front. And now I've just got to get this on that and then stick the camera on there. Okay, back of this also has sticky bit, boom. And it's just a case of getting that lined up nicely on there, look. And that, my friends, is it, I believe. Seamless and easy. And if I can just pull off the cabling and the back camera, that has to be one of the easiest installations of anything that I've done for a while. So according to the instructions, this will literally go all the way down there, all the way around here, along here, or it could actually come along here and down there. Let's give it a go. It's usually at this point where the bleeping out would start. It's always the same when you're doing anything. It's easy up until one bit, just towards the bit where you're meant to be finishing, and then it gets complicated. If you want to be actually perfect, I've just realised, and this would have helped by reading the instructions, I can actually take it up here, along here, and then somehow down here and here. Anyway, I'm going to do it. Stand by. I've got to be honest, cable management is not something I enjoy doing, but I'm going to get this camera in. It goes in a little slot just at the side where the other USB goes in. And I think I've got to recable it all the way, but instead of just ending here and going down, I'm going to get it under there, look. I'm going to follow that all the way. God help me. Let's get going. That actually wasn't too bad. We've got a little sticky there for the back camera. And unfortunately, you might get a view of my rear end, which is what this camera's for, isn't it? But you don't want to be seeing my rear end. Welcome to the back seat. It's been a while since I've said that. Well, I've certainly had more fun in a back seat than doing that, but I'm just as out of breath and sweaty. Whew, that has half killed me. There's quite a lot of cable and I didn't know where to put it. Story of my life, really. Anyway, this isn't about that. This is about dash cams. It's not one of them channels. I don't think I've done a bad job, look. There is said back cam, and I've hidden all the wires behind there somewhere. There you go. Now let's see what it looks like, eh? So you can move the cameras here, look, and you can even move the front camera. You can position that like that, and then your camera's here, look, that's that side. I'll tell you what, this is really good. And then you got the back camera there. Well, I am super impressed with that. BOTSLAB G980H. That's the code. I'm going to put all the details down below. Travelonshop.com to purchase if you fancy it. Last time I looked, it was a little bit cheaper than the time I looked before. So do check out for the offers. And if I do hear any, I'll let you know. And everything is just on here. So I can see the live, I can see the side views, I can see the back rear view. I might move that camera down a little bit. The front camera is absolutely fantastic. I can take a snapshot, screen recording, whatever that is. So that records the screen that I'm recording now. You've got downloads, you've got all your settings in here. Absolutely unbelievable. But like I said, I am not going to go through all the technical details because we would be here all day. Needless to say, I am very, very impressed and very, very happy. And it's one of them gadgets that I know for a fact I'm going to use. I'm terrible at parking. I'm terrible at reversing. Maybe I'll have the balls now to go into an actual car park. Then again, I'd rather not get anybody bashing my car. I'd rather park further away. But if I did have to, and that did happen, at least I'd know. So that is good. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed that. That was me unboxing BOTSLAB multi-channel dash cam. All the details below. Before I do give you a little bit more information, let's take this for a drive and let's see what the camera actually looks like. And if it's any good, I'll tell you what, you're going to get quite a few driving videos off me because I know you like seeing those. So stand by for that one. And you know what I could also do? Get some viral cyclist videos. Standby cyclists, if you're cycling 2 or 3 abreast, get ready for me to put you on the internet and slag you off to the hills. Oh, I'm looking forward to that. Anyway, come on, let's go for a drive. Well, I am amazed at the quality of the front camera as we drive down the Puerto del Carmen strip here in Lanzarote. The front camera is just incredible quality, and I like the fisheye, which gives a full view. So like I said, stand by for videos. The rear camera is actually really cool as well. Not as good quality, but I don't think you need that quality for the rear. And this again is all about security, isn't it? Like I said, you could bring this on your travels and just drive around. Saves you recording everything and stopping. You can just really get the footage. And I think the quality is amazing. With angles from the left camera as well, you can get views either side of you. And of course, the right camera shows exactly what is going on. So you literally got a 360-degree view. Now, one thing that I need to stress, which is very important, and I realised after installing everything, is the hardware kit. If you want all the features like the parking monitor and you want this to work and you want to be able to connect it without you actually being in the car, you're going to need to buy that hardware kit and you're going to have to fit that hardware kit. I am not going to do it myself, but it does look pretty easy. There is a video that shows you how to do it. You basically need to find the 12-volt fuses, connect them up and put them together. For me, I'm not that technical, but I'm going to get someone to do it for me. I'm sure it won't take long and I'm sure it wouldn't cost that much. But if you're willing to do it and you know what you're doing, then it looks relatively simple. So I'm definitely going to get the hardware kit because otherwise those features that are really important when you're not around your car is really what this is for. So the hardware kit, in my opinion, is essential. But all in all, an absolutely fantastic product, whether you want it for security or actually just to record your drives. If you had it hardwired to your car at home, it's just a case of unplugging and then bringing the portable adapter with you on holiday. And it is a great way to capture all that driving around. There's nothing worse than hiring a car on holiday and having to drive and miss out on all the views while everybody else is seeing them. Which is why I always recommend booking tours rather than driving around if you want to see places. And you know where to get them, www.travelon.world. That was me unboxing BOTSLAB multi-channel dash cam. All the details below. Make sure to like, make sure to follow, and make sure to subscribe. And who knows, we might be taking pictures of each other in a road near you. I'll see you in the next one.